out here in kind of southeastern North Texas or eastern Texas here. But if you're in Malakoff, it's going to be coming up on, if we have a tornado, it'll be coming up on the Sonic Drive-In, the Brookshire store, and as well as Jake's Skate Park. And on the south side of town, we also have Whataburger, and as well as the Malakoff Liquor Store and Tractor Supply. So those are some of the locations that could be in the track, again, of a potential tornado. It's going to be moving really into Trinidad and also the downtown area of Malakoff. And over in Trinidad, we also have a Dairy Queen, the Refugee Food Market, Dollar General, and the Whistletop Restaurant and Bar that are currently in the path of a potential tornado. So make sure, again, that you're in your safe place away from windows and lowest floor possible if you are in this tornado warning. Why did they remove the red tornado hatch? Did they? This is currently our tornado risk for today. I don't think anything's changed here. They still have a 15% hatch tornado risk in place in northeast Texas, southeast Oklahoma, and northern western parts of Arkansas. Again, strong and long track tornadoes are in play today. In my opinion, honestly, I think today could be a high risk. I'm just being honest. Like, I honestly don't think we're that far away from this being a high risk of severe weather. And if we were to have a high risk, I would have probably placed it more up into here. But nonetheless, I mean, this is still a significant day of severe weather. I think that anybody that's in either the slight, enhanced, or moderate risk needs to be staying very weather aware today. We are going to be seeing, I think, a bunch of different tornadoes. I don't think we're going to have as many as what we had on Wednesday, but I do think we're going to not be too far from that. Even with this being a relatively localized area, I do fully expect that we are going to be talking about a bunch of different tornadoes today. So it is, again, I do fully expect that it's going to be very active. There's going to be a lot of tornado warnings. And again, I think that the next one that we're probably going to get here in a few minutes would be the storm that's heading in the direction of Sulphur Springs. So definitely be ready to go to your safe place. Again, if you're in Sulphur Springs, storm is beginning to ramp up in rotation. We have a lot of the warnings right now in eastern North Texas. And then we also have, again, a warning heading towards southeast Oklahoma, and Idabel is one of the areas that'll be in the track of this discrete supercell. The last couple of radar scans are still showing relatively strong rotation approaching Highway 71 and 37. It'll be approaching Bogota, Texas here over the next 15 minutes. So make sure that you are ready to go to your safe place in Clarksville. You should already be there, but again, you got a few minutes since the storm is still a little bit off to your southwest. Most of these storms are moving to the northeast at about 40 miles per hour. This storm, though, that's currently heading into Red River and Franklin counties, this one is currently moving northeast at about 55 miles per hour. So that is the current speed of these storms. I do want to give you guys a little overview of our timing for today of severe weather, and as well as when we're expecting the ramp up of activity, especially for those in Arkansas where we have yet to see anything, but we're going to start seeing some warnings pop up here very soon. So this is what it looks like right around now. So we again got plenty of storms already out there, mainly east of Dallas and Fort Worth, just east of Waco as well. We have some storms popping up. These are going to be the ones that produce large hail, some damaging winds, and also a few tornadoes over the next few hours. By around 4 to 5 o'clock, notice how the activity really ramps up back over in western Arkansas. And notice how it's mostly a cluster of semi-discrete supercells, which are going to be capable of producing the potential for some strong tornadoes, even though they're embedded in kind of a messy kind of setup here. But what we're going to be needing to keep a very close eye on around 5, 6, 7 o'clock is those prefrontal storms that develop out here around Little Rock and also back into northeast Arkansas, because those types of storms are going to be capable of producing our better shot of strong and long track tornadoes. So this is really a region that would be really honing in on around 5 to 7 o'clock tonight. And I think our peak for tornadoes today really begins around 3 and goes all the way through about 9 o'clock. That's kind of the general time frame for this strong and long track tornado threat. This by 8 o'clock tonight. Notice how this is going to become a more linear line of thunderstorms stretching from southern Missouri all the way back through northeast Texas, where significant damaging winds, large hail, and a few tornadoes will continue. And eventually we're talking about a much more robust threat for damaging winds in southeast Missouri and northeastern Arkansas. We could still have a leftover storm or two right around central Arkansas that have a potential tornado threat, but generally speaking, our threat would be at least a little bit lower after sunset tonight. So a little bit of the good news is that this is not as nocturnal of a threat as what we just dealt with on Wednesday, but nonetheless, it is definitely a day that we need to be keeping a very close eye on. And just for reference, here are our significant tornado parameter values. Gives you an idea of all the wind shear, instability, basically combines a bunch of different ingredients, and as well as our wind shear. And And notice again, right around 5-6 o'clock, the values are very high. In some areas like northern Arkansas, they're actually almost maxed out in some spots there in northern Arkansas. So any prefrontal storms that form today are going to be capable of strong and long track tornadoes. And even by tomorrow, we're right back to seeing more tornadoes back over in the deep south. And that's going to be another